Alright, so here I am recording my screen, and I've got my wife here with me taking time, and I'll also take time on my screen while I'm recording. Say hi, Kelly.
Hi.
I know you all think I'm going to cheat because I'm going to be so fast that I thought I'd better screen record myself and have my wife time me. So here's the drawing here, saved whenever Sam saved it or sent it. So let's go ahead and get the timer started now. Get the drawing opened up. Alrighty. Get my EG surface created. Supposed to add an outer boundary. I forgot. I've actually got to add a point group first. Then I can get an outer boundary going. Okay, I just did all points just for speed. Let's see, looks like there's some break lines I need to check out. I'm already seeing that there's some definite mess ups in the surface here. I'm going to switch this out so I can see a little bit better. Okay, kind of get an idea of what's going on here. I'm actually going to run this. And I'm going to auto hide that for now. This side, southeast. Alright, now I should be able to see where some of those breaks are. Oh yeah, I got a spike there. A couple things going on here. This ditch is messed up, so let's start fixing those now. See if we can find this spike. Right there. Let's go ahead and wipe that out. There we go. You can kind of see where that break line comes. Actually looks pretty good. I do have kind of a loose corner there. Right in here, so I'm actually just going to swap those. Alright, clean that up. So, this corner is a little funny, but breaks look good as far as I can tell, so it's just the nature of survey sometimes, kind of a little low spot right there. I actually think I'm going to swap that edge. This one right there. I can find it here. No, it's not going to let me. Yeah, that makes sense why that's not going to let me do that. But I think it's actually alright. So I'm going to come down here. That break line looks pretty good. This break line right here. Let's swap that edge. Oh, I forgot I can't do it there, I guess. It's been a while since I've been in this. Let's swap that right there. Okay. Coming down, let's just look at the pad edge. Kind of comes around. That's actually looking okay. Oh, we get pretty wonky over there. So we come down this pad edge. It's pretty good. Right there, there's a bust. Right there. Let's take a look again at this. Looks like I got another one right there. Right there. All right. That top edge looks good. Got a little something going on here with this berm. Let's see if we can figure it out. There we go. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Let's check this edge right up here. Okay, we have a top, and then just spots after that. So yeah, okay, that looks pretty good. This is supposed to be a ditch, looks like. The corner looks great, but we got some issues on the rest of it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. And I'm going to save this right now, just because it's good practice. Yeah, we'll just call it that. That way if I crash, I don't have to start over, right? All right. And let's start swapping some more edges here. Fix these up. I'd like to watch it take shape if I can. Oh, come on. Okay, top to top. There we go. Let's do that. That. Okay. Looks pretty good. Keep swapping these out and forming this ditch. Okay. Looks like we got one more right here. Okay, ditch looks pretty good until we get around that corner. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, those are pretty messed up. So let's come around this edge. That edge looks good. I got a little bit there. Let's go check out that top end. We'll come back down to this. Okay. Oh man. Yeah, we got a few of these. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of that. I'm gonna create a custom scale here. There's other ways to do this, but I'm just gonna do a 1:6. And I'm gonna shrink that text down just a little bit. Okay, it's actually looking like these are sequential points. So I'm going to use a transparent command here. Let's see. 1855 is my end point of that center line. Goes down. 1848, so do a polyline, transparent command. Say 1848 to 1855. No. Yeah, that wasn't right. So let's do that again. Polyline, transparent command, 1848 to 1855. There we go. That looks more like it. Okay. Let's add, let's see, do we have a layer? Oh, we have a break lines layer. I like that. Okay. here to here. Just gonna match those properties. Join them actually. No, I didn't join them. Yeah, they're not going to join because they're different elevations. So let's flatten them. Now we'll join them. And then let's kick them back up where we can see them in our view over there. Let's say they're 2287. There we go. So you can kind of see it pop up on us here. It's actually changed a little bit higher. 2290, which isn't the actual elevation, but we'll fix that. Okay, if we put that in there for that centerline ditch, I think that's going to fix that end up pretty good. So let's do a break line add, and we'll call this north ditch. The standard, it's actually going to be a proximity. Okay, toss that in there like that. Sweet. Okay, and then just to avoid confusion in the future, because that is a proximity break line, I'm actually going to change that to 0. Just so nobody gets confused that that's an actual hard elevation in the future. Oh, we got one bust right there. Let's see if we can find it right there. Swap that edge. Oh, we got another one right across the way. This one. Okay. Swap that edge. Alright, coming around this thing. Alright, I got this mess over here. So let's take a look at that. These don't really look like they're sequential either. The numbers are kind of bouncing around here. So I'm probably just going to have to go old school. And just connect these. Make sure I don't miss something. And there. Okay, let's do another one for my center line. There, there. Yeah, this one would have been kind of messy to swap all those edges. And in general, I like to switch it or add break lines anyway. This one I'm just swapping edges for speed. But break lines I like to leave in a real drawing so that people know what it was you did. Almost like we're missing a top of bank shot there. That's kind of weird. I don't know. Come across here. Bam, bam. Bam. Let's take a peek. Looks like that's going to get us through that area. So I'm not going to change these again to 0. Not to confuse anybody. Break lines, let's call this the east ditch. They're not standard, they're going to be proximity. We're going to run this guy, and this guy. Okay, oh, and I did want to change their layer here. Okay. I think that's looking pretty good on that ditch. So in general, I think we've pretty well got that EG surface looking good. Let's go to the object viewer and just see if we see anything else funny. That ditch is looking good. Pad's looking pretty good. Yeah, I don't love that one. I'm gonna see if I can switch that somewhere. Man, how am I gonna do that? I think it's actually this one. Swap that. There we go. All right, I like that a little better. Yeah, I like that a little better. And in all reality, I'm actually going to swap this one too. Okay. Looks pretty good. Let's take a peek right where this road came in. Our edge, our pad corner, toe. This all just kind of ties in there. So, okay, I think EG wise, we are pretty well set up. So I'm going to make this my primary screen. One last thing we'll do. Just take a look at the contours and see if we see anything funny. Oh, there's something going on there, huh? It's because of that boundary. It's a 3D poly and Sam put it in there, so I think I'm just gonna leave it, but nah, I don't want to leave that. I think what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna remove this boundary, rebuild it, add it. I'm actually gonna make it a destructive boundary. Yeah, there we go. And push that back to the top. Point group, then the boundary. Okay. I didn't catch that at first. There's a couple. Yeah, no, I think that looks good. Okay, cool. So now let's run, let's start getting into this guy over here. So let's create a grading group. Let's call it grading. We'll create a surface. That's fine. It's going to be volume. We'll compare it to REG. Okay. EG will be our target for some of these. So let's do at a slope. We gotta go into the one for 10 feet deep. So entire length, yes. Distance 20 and a -2 to 1. Okay. We'll infill that. So that's our bottom up to our top. And then let's come from the top out 10 feet for the top of the berm at 0. Okay, and then it's a 3-to-1 to grade TG. Okay, great. Let's take a quick peek at that. Yuppers, looks good to me. Oh, hello. Okay, analyze. Let's go to this grading volume. We're in my grading group. Let's just auto balance this thing to 0 and see what we come up with. Ooh, we got a bit of fill. Let's actually do 0.001. Knock it all down by a little bit. Oh, didn't do much at all. Let's do a re-auto balance with that. Ooh, that gets us really close right there. Just for kicks and giggles, let's do this and rebalance it. No, I didn't like that. Let's come back up to this. Okay, I think that gets us. So, record the time it takes. Balancing. I think we've got everything all done. So, one last quick peek. Oh, let's double check. Report surface volume. Just another way. Just double check our EG, our grading. No fill factor, and we're balanced right there. Okay, let's call that time. Okay, that beats the time. Yeah, well, hopefully I win.